All right, we are here at Fort McCoy School. This is a little bit of a special one because this school is a elementary and a middle school. So that's gonna be, this actually kind of covers my middle school edition. When I go ahead and do that, I won't have to come back here because I already covered it. Also, T-Mobile, this was one of the areas they had no service. And I'm happy to report, and I will show you on my map right here. We are at Fort McCoy. I can zoom out a little bit, maybe. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Look at it. They had service all the way. They had no service down most of this road before. They had it all the way down 315. Fantastic. It was there. There was like one instance where I cut out of service for maybe, I don't know, it was like literally 5 seconds. It was like nothing, but that was it. And everybody else sucked too. I think AT&T had also cut out. Only Verizon stayed full, but it was like one bar. So let's do them first because I'm excited to see if they have service here. Okay, hold on. Let's get, there we go. And yes, they do. This is from the 4-sector site by the post office. 29 millisecond ping. Now the uploads it's kind of rough right now. Okay, it's increasing a little bit better. Not bad. This is also the only site that I've seen in the entire county with 4-channel carrier aggregation. It's also the first site that I've seen where the BRS spectrum can actually be paired first, and then the EBS spectrum goes second. And what I mean by that is the 50 megahertz channels goes first, and then the EBRS one goes second, which is the 100 megahertz channel. I just want to show you what's it running. N71, N25, N41, N41. So it's doing very good for itself. Happy to see T-Mobile finally get into these rural areas. This is a big deal for Marion County. They've never had service out here before, and now they do. So for everyone that was wondering, hey, is there service at Fort McCoy School? I can happily report, yes, there is. I will highly recommend, if you do go to this school, get a 5G device, preferably the latest and greatest with 4-channel carrier aggregation, so you can fully take advantage of the network. That's really cool to see. We're going to move on to the next carrier, which is going to be, let's see what Dish can do. It's once again, it's one of those situations where they're going to piggyback on AT&T, and it may not work very well. It could time out. It likes doing that a lot. And if it does, we're just going to move on to the next. Okay, so this is on AT&T's network, 73 millisecond ping, which is pretty typical for AT&T. This is through Project Genesis, Dish. Okay, we're getting 110. And then it times out. That's Dish for it. They only work good on their native network, I'm telling you guys. At least for me. I can't speak for everybody else, but for me, that's how it is. So we're going to do Verizon. Now, the site that they're coming from, it does have, and hold on real quick. I want to stop this test because I want to disable AT&T to make sure there's no problems going on. Okay, so this site does have C-band on it. Unfortunately, and I know it's at least 100 megahertz. I don't know if it's 140 or not, the full 140 that we have or not, but I do know it's at least 100. I've seen that part, and it's really fast. So Verizon, unfortunately, the C-band does not reach over here. It's a 3-sector site instead of the 4 like what T-Mobile did. So it's definitely not reaching. And it's making their network kind of a little iffy, which I thought they'd actually be the best over here. because their network is so, upgraded. Let me switch to the Verizon server. See if that doesn't like change anything. Hold on, speed test app's going crazy right now. Let's switch to the Verizon server. Okay, so now it's on LTE. It's clearly you're not going to get ultra wideband inside of this school. You're going to get LTE or possibly the low band 5G, but the speeds are good, as you can see. 40 for the ping time, 129 for the download, and then the upload struggles pretty much like everybody else. I would suggest I would suggest they get a tower at this school. I don't know if that's going to happen, but it'd be good to see everyone on it. Anyways, that's good to see. Let's do the streaming test, of course. Shout out to Zolotech. I love watching this guy with all of his reviews. And we'll do another one. So people got sick of hearing my videos, so I said, okay, let me just try some other ones. And yeah, it's working for Verizon just fine. So now we're going to turn on AT&T. Okay. All right, so AT&T. I don't know if we're going to get 5G or if we're going to get 5GE, which is their fake 5G, or LTE Plus that's just being renamed, which, I'm so sick of it. You have 5G now. You have 5G Plus. Just call it LTE. Call it what it is, LTE Plus. Okay, 69 millisecond ping time. 109 for the download, which is really good. AT&T does very well in rural areas in Marion County. I will say they really do. I think the worst rural area where they really struggle is around the Weirsdale area. That's where, that's definitely their worst area in the entire county, for sure. As is T-Mobile's worst areas around Salt Springs, 314, because they have no service out there. So everyone has their bad spots. Let's do the jitters 8, 69 for the ping time, 1.95 for the upload, 109 for the download. Really, really solid. Not bad. And we're gonna go ahead and see if it can work. Okay. No problem.
Thank you very much for joining me on this Tuesday. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields. Thank you for taking
It's fine.
time to subscribe to the show.
And we haven't tested T-Mobile to see if they were fine. So let's go ahead and do that before we get out of here. Now I'll put on the VPN so I can get the full video experience. Remember, this is a free line, so unless I put the VPN on, it's like a very unfair comparison. And I'm gonna go back to my videos.
How's everyone doing?
Okay.
I am Mobile Master Tech. And how's everyone doing?
So yeah, it's working just fine. It's great. Good to see new service, man. I'm happy to see it from T-Mobile. I'm happy to see Verizon. They're taking rural very seriously. AT&T, they need to start putting mid-band in rural, but right now it just doesn't seem to be the plan. I wish they would, but they're working fine. It's a strategy thing for them, and that's perfectly okay. They're still building out sites too. So that's gonna do it for the video, you guys. Remember, if you like what you see on the channel, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Follow me on X at Terrell352. And until the next edition of Battle of the Bands Elementary School Edition, I'm out.